How can you make a difference as a leader in your business, your community, your family? Hello, I am Dr. J. Roundy, and I would like to share the Performance Plus leadership framework that we have used with individuals, teams, and organizations in business, sports, communities, and families with real results that have made a difference. The question, how can you make a difference as a leader, is very important. Its importance is underscored especially when it is considered in the current environment we work and live in. This environment can be characterized as highly complex, highly demanding, constantly shifting, an interconnected and interdependent ecosystem moving at the speed of digital in an age of urgency, where, if you stop to think about it, change is certain, but progress is not. It is important to have a respectful appreciation and understanding of the current environment and its many dimensions, such as social, technical, economic, and political. So what does that environment really feel like as you go about your daily business? Does it feel like this? This picture represents an environment that can be described as VUCA. Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Or is it more like this? Permanent whitewater. If you are even remotely like me, you know that you can make a difference and you want to. But the question always arises, how? One important lesson for me in answering this question was to accept a simple truth. Leadership that makes a difference is not something you learn and then go do. Rather, it is a lifelong journey of continuous learning, where your understanding of leadership grows at the same time as you practice your leadership. I believe the value of Performance Plus leadership framework will be more easily understood by me sharing the driving principles of my own leadership growth and development. Once I recognized the importance of learning about and improving as a leader for the work I was doing and the work I wanted to do, I couldn't get enough information about leadership. I looked at and purchased a lot of resources. Every book and article I came across about leadership that had a good and usable idea. This included those I found by accident and those I found intentionally. I also attended every leadership presentation or lecture I could. I even went back to school and got a second graduate degree focused on leadership and organizational behavior. I soon discovered that everyone had the answer or the silver bullet that would address or solve every leadership question, challenge, or problem. I quickly learned that wasn't the case. Rather, that was a marketing strategy to get you to look and buy. But I did find valuable principles, ideas, strategies, and actions in all of these sources. I needed some way to pick and choose the best of those valuable principles, ideas, strategies, and actions, and most importantly, put them together into my how to be a better leader through understanding leadership and action. Here are my leadership how driving principles. Primary and secondary research are both important. That is, doing my own research, but also learning and leveraging the great research that's out there. Leading is a collaborative process. To become a better leader, failure isn't to be avoided. In fact, it's required. Becoming a better leader is a continuous growth, development, and learning process. Real leadership is personal and transformational. I still needed a usable framework in which to organize all of those great, valuable principles, ideas, strategies, and actions. Here is the framework that I developed for leadership, understanding, and action. And I still use this for myself, and it has become the trusted and results-proven centerpiece of the leadership work of Performance Plus. The use and understanding of this framework starts in the center and works out from there. After this start, any specific ring of the graphic can be focused on and you can move in any direction. The 5 components of the framework represented by concentric rings are philosophy, the leader and the individual, the leader and the team, the leader and the organization, and the leader and the external environment. I'll briefly review each ring of the graphic. Philosophy. This is your individual leadership philosophy. In essence, this is the fundamental nature of your core knowledge and values in regard to leadership in general, and most importantly, you as a leader. This is your foundation for all other aspects of your leadership understanding and action. The leader and the individual. This ring has to do with you, the leader, in relationship with individuals. The leader and the team. This ring has to do with you, the leader, in relationship with the team or teams you relate to. The leader and the organization. This ring has to do with you, the leader, in relationship with the organization overall. The leader in the external environment. This ring has to do with you, the leader, in relationship with the organization's external environment. A lot goes into the purposeful and effective use of this framework for leadership understanding and action. Let me share with you an example of my own using the core of the framework philosophy. After much study, deliberation, and discussion with trusted colleagues, I determined that my philosophy of leadership is servant leadership. This is probably a term or phrase that you are familiar with, but here is what it means to me and how I use it. If you want to be an effective leader, you must first serve those you want to lead. While there is much more to this, that sentence captures the essence of what being a servant leader is about for me. Further, it encompasses the idea that as a servant leader, I routinely set aside my own ideas or agenda for the greater good of the individuals, teams, or organization I am working with. Inherent in this philosophy is that meeting the needs of others is a component of what not only allows, but most importantly drives individuals, teams, organizations, communities, and families to their full potential. The use of this framework includes working in each ring and discovering, designing, and including all of the good ideas, including your own, that position you for greater leadership, understanding, and most importantly, action. I challenge you to become the leader you can be, one that makes a real difference. Thank you.